Jonathan Staples. I'm going to talk about front-end responsive frameworks. I had to look up quite a bit of it on the internet to do over. So the first question is what is the purpose of a front-end responsive framework? And it basically what it does is it offers fluid columns to make your website device is agnostic web projects, specifying simple layout and structure, and a user-friendly front end can be built using Simple Grid. With this framework, you can significantly reduce the number of lines of code, and as a result, you can reduce the file size down to 6 kilobytes. According to the internet, the top 10 front-end frameworks are Yolkit, Foundation, Bulma, Materialize CSS, Materialize UI, Mini CSS, Skeleton, Bootstrap, Element UI, and Process. So I got a little tutorial guide on YouTube from Traversy Media, this Skeleton CSS crash course and landing page. I'll post what the Skeleton website looks like. And it looks like this when you go to it. And all you need to do is what it's going to do is download the CSS for you and some images if you hit the download button, which I already done that, and I put it in my VS Code right here under the skeleton, and it's just basically different container sizes, columns. It's just probably whatever you could think of just to, hey, get you going and set up. This is a very basic one, unlike Bootstrap, where it can go more into depth and in what you can do. So this is the skeleton here is more of just a generic go through. So I will have some code inputted in, and what I'll do is I'll go in and I'll open up my live server, which is already open, and I'll go to the HTML code that I pre-done and for times of the video. And there we go. I'll pull up the live server. So right now I have nothing here, but everything's here. So this is going to be for what they have in Bootstrap for the heading. Is if I delete this, I commented everything out. So then also the way to use it is you have to reference it in the link, which is right here, this href file, and that's all you got to really do to get the skeleton to work. So basically this is the 6 heading lines, so I'll save that, and as you see it brings it all 6 different heading styles that's in there already. So the next section is going to be a different styles of float, which is in here. So basically if you want to float it left, float it right, help if I hit the right button here. So it'll bring up float left, float right. So I mean we could put whatever we want here. Let's say hi, and it'll change it up like that. Just that simple. And then we have buttons. And like I said, the skeleton here is a very, very simple one, very basic, plain Jane But if you wanted to, you can go in there and change everything up. And as you see, there's basically buttons, submit button, the link button. And then this one here, when we do it, it should put some color into the next set of buttons. Because we use the class and then it references here in the skeleton class. So then this is a preset. Say if you want a button that goes all the way across, you can do a full width button. And that's using this basically the U full width button primary. And as you see, a button that goes all the way across it, you can click on. And this link here is basically a link for like a href or an aref. So you can click on it if it was like, say, just a regular link, but you wanted like a button for it versus just an underline. Then we have basically our list right here. And like I said, this skeleton's very generic. And so basically it's just our list right here, and then a sub list right here under the services. So it can break it down, and it looks nice. It beats the bullet point all the way with the solid bullet, and it, as you see, the padding and spacing and stuff is pretty nice just for a generic Go. And this is the way to do code block, which I learned this myself because I was kind of curious how they always did that in like the web pages that we use, the web so that's that. And then there's a whole lot more that he did as well, but that was like 30 minutes worth, and I just kind of want to get the basics. So this is a table here that we'll set up. And so basically it's name, email, city, and then what it does is it puts it out just like this. So this is what the front-end responsive frameworks it does, is just makes it a little bit more simpler, so you can go in and have stuff kind of pre-made without you having to do too much other than go in, maybe change whatever color you want, or just it helps out with the layout a whole lot. So this is one framework, and like I said, there's many others out there. I just wanted to do something a little simple, plain Jane, because this is my first time using one of these as well. So here's the list again. If you want to take a look at others, they do have plenty more as well. These were just the top 10 is what the internet was saying.